door. There was one man who never failed to make me laugh. Now, you might be wondering why I have this Eiffel Tower in my whistling flute. Well, I put it in for a wedding, just in case you thought it had been thrown by some careless maiden in Stirling. So I went to the wedding. Oh, a nice wedding. Well, just the usual type, you know. A man and a woman getting married. 8 times married. I didn't know that. But the fella sat next to me, he knew it. 8 times married, he said, in a whisper that carried all over the church. And then I knew it. As soon as I heard the organist, oh, he didn't play Here Comes the Bride. He played Here We Are Again. An incident happened there, which I didn't mean to mention, but it's out now. There was a woman there with the longest nose I've ever seen. Oh, I've got nothing against long noses. We had them in our family. They run in our family. But she had a real beaut. Well, you could have touched it. I didn't. But you could have. And I thought, if things don't liven up, I will. I'll touch her nose. But what attracted me to it, speaking in a neutral gender, was the way she used it to turn the pages of it. So we left the church after the ceremony and made our way into a little hall which was adjacent. Now, someone must have prepaid. There was no difficulty getting in. And the wedding cake was brought in. Oh, a beautiful cake with candles on it. I was completely intrigued by this, so much so I sort of lost control. Right, pointed to the cake. I said, there are candles on the cake. Someone said, yes, it's the bride's birthday. Oh, I don't know the age of this woman, but the heat was desperate. And this long-nosed woman sat opposite. And I was trying to ignore her without being rude, because it's so easy to be rude. And I was fascinated with her nose and what she could do with it. I saw her pick up a bun from the floor. I was trying to get it over my foot at the time. And then it all happened. Someone, I suppose inadvertently, nodded to her. And she nodded back and cut the cake. Oh, the bride was in tears. So was the cake. So we left the hall and made our way down to the tram lines which run in Blackpool. Well, they don't run in Blackpool, they allow the trams to run. Oh, an interesting ceremony, crossing the tram lines. This long-nosed woman was at my back. Oh, I knew that with the constant prodding I was getting. At least I was hoping it was her. And she slipped. As she slipped, she fell. Fortunately, I was leaning down at the time. Otherwise, I would have been dissected. Well, straight as a die, she fell face downwards and lodged her nose in the aperture of the line. The line that runs freely to Fleetwood and I don't know where, because I've never been the other way. Well, a few of us bent down and took a chance. And we pulled and tugged. But we couldn't dislodge her nose. A heating engineer there from Motherwell said, I think it's the heat of her nose and the cold of the steel doing this. We ended up by picking her up with the legs. And wheeled her to the depot. Someone phoned the mayor's office and he took the salute at the North Pier. Oh, he did very well. She was frightened. Oh, I didn't know that. But then in a whisper from the side of her mouth, she said, "Could I be electrocuted?" I hadn't thought of that. So I immediately dropped her leg. I replied, "No, I don't think so." Not unless you throw your other leg over the top. I'm staying in town with an aunt. Well, it isn't really my aunt. You know, you always say you're staying with your auntie. It's never really your auntie. Well, in this case, I know it's not my auntie. It's my uncle. He just likes to be called auntie. So, I pressed the bell of this bed and breakfast place, whereupon a landlady appeared at the outside window. She said, "What do you want?" Oh, I said, "I want to stay here." "Well, stay there," she said. I went to the butcher's. I asked for a leg of lamb. I said, "Is it Scotch?" I said, "You want to talk to her, eat it." Well, I'm trying to muster as much dignity as I could. I said, "What about wild duck?" "Oh, I don't have that. But I've got one here I could aggravate for you." I said, "What about sheep's head?" Oh, he says, "We've got that." I said, "Well, keep the eyes in it. I want it to see me through the week." I said, "Have you got pig's trotters?" Oh, he said, "Yes." I said, "Well, give us a half pound of mince then, Porky." My neighbour called and asked if he could use my lawnmower. I said, "Oh, yes. As long as you don't take it out of my garden." Someone ran off with my front gate. I didn't say anything. Thought he might come back and take offence. And at the west end of Princes Street, there was a fellow there standing at the bus stop. Oh, he said, "Can you tell me the quickest way to the Royal Infirmary?" Oh, I said, "Just lie down there on the bus stop." And I met an American tourist. Oh, he said, "Have you got a light Mac?" I said, "No, I've got a dark brown overcoat." There was a woman there with a dog. Oh, I only mentioned it because the dog was there. I said, "Nice dog." She said, "It is, isn't it?" It wasn't. It was a dreadful creature.